Hello everybody and welcome back again to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are deep inside the Temple of Mythal and it seems that we are very close to our destination. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at what awaits us behind this door. Apparently another door. Let's have a look at this as well.
The Well of Sorrows.
So Mythal endures. It's loud and so cold.
That's something.
Okay. I see some fighting going on there, so let's have a look at that. Oh, and my supplies were replenished. That's very good.
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me you brought some damn rope!
Excellent planning right there, General Samson. Oh dear.
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
Yeah, it's over, Samson. Just surrender.
Your reserves are gone. So is the Lyrian. Isn't it time to stand down?
To enjoy the mercy you showed our brothers and sisters? No thanks. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
Well, it's always nice if the villain tells us about his plans before we defeat him, right? So, you are a vessel.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
It's probably insane, and yes, there is a good chance that he will cast you aside once you've fulfilled your purpose, you know?
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind.
Oh, wow.
But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
First of all, let me get this straight, Samson. You kinda attacked us first, you know? Remember Haven? It's not like we just went out of our way and killed your people out of fun or spite. You definitely attacked us first and unprovoked, so you don't really have much to complain about here. Destroy his armor, quick and painful. Yeah, I guess I can destroy his armor because, I did that quest and we created that rune. And I mean, since I did all that running around for that rune, I feel that I should use it. I kinda wanna use it, even though I could probably beat him without the rune as well. But yeah, let's use the rune.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. Lyrium! I need it! Kill them all!
Yeah, that was totally worth it, just for that horrified expression on his face. So, what do we have here? Some Red Templar henchmen and Samson himself. Okay, I mean, I have all this focus that I saved up. So I guess we can use it. Cole may want to take a rock armor potion. And once you cast your barrier, I'm going to give you a lyrium potion. Alright. And yeah, I think we actually managed to kill all his henchmen already. That is pretty good.
You nothing!
Okay, give me a walking fortress. Whoa! That is no good. Well, that worked, but it kinda hurt me a bit, so let's take a potion and continue. Okay, that's better. Maybe I'll give you a regen potion to Cole. Just in case. I'll take a walking fortress. And we continue. Yes, I do think I'll win. I mean, you're already half down in health. But you seem to be growing. That is kinda disconcerting though. How about some uneven fire?
You will fall!
And I guess I could use another walking fortress against that kind of attack. Yeah, that throws you over immediately, so let me take a walking fortress. Cool. Take a potion. And you can also take a rock armor tonic. Alright, let's continue. I mean, we're almost done with him though, so...
Those were my men!
Okay, apparently he has to grow a little bit more and can't actually do anything because we are stunned. Oh dear. Just give up, Sam. I mean, come on. This isn't going to work. Okay, did we kill him?
Not the well, you wretch. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't. He's not ready to go yet.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Alright, so he's apparently still alive. Okay. Right, Morrigan, and she turned into a bird.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
I still don't know if we need that well, because I don't really know what we need it for. And I mean, we stopped Samson, so he can't take the well anymore. So I guess this would be fine.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it. The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
So you would just prefer it to stay locked away forever?
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal. and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Ooh. Yeah, tell me of that prize that Morgan mentioned.
Gifts like this don't come freely.
No boon of Mythal was ever granted without cost. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Okay. So what happened to Mythal?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
So, where will you go?
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shemlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Nah, I don't think I would ask them to fight Corypheus with us. This isn't really their job. So I'd just say thank you.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shemlin.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
Okay.
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least. Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade? You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Yeah, that's not good.
Seems like that should be a concern. Knowledge begets a hunger for more. I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
Ooh, so you alone have the training?
What training makes you so qualified? I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Yeah, what about Solus?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
Well... that was a very short but clear answer. Then it's me. Well, I wouldn't say that she has the proper training to do that, so... I don't know.
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you. I have the best chance of making use of the well. For everyone. Let me drink.
And what about the price?
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal. Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
Yeah, those are really good questions. I mean, I feel that somebody should use it because we need it to use the Illuvian and keep it from Corypheus, I guess. And I think she does really want this. But yeah, how can I trust you?
What's to stop you from taking the knowledge and leaving? My word. If that seems insufficient, Corypheus threatens all, even myself. He must be stopped. And who stops you? I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
Yeah, what does everyone else think about this?
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
So many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Well, apparently I still have this perk that I can use, so let's use this as well.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will. How would you know such a thing? That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it? That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
I use the well myself. Morgan, the well is yours. Ooh, this is a difficult one. This is a really difficult one. The Inquisitor will gain the power of the well. Morgan will gain the power of the well. Oh, this requires some thinking. I mean, Morgan has a point when she said that she's probably better suited. But then again, we know so little of the well that she may just, you know, making things up here to make her appear better suited. You know, in a way, this reminds me a little bit of the decision in Origins, where you had to decide if you wanted to do Morgan's ritual. I mean, obviously the context is different and the consequences are different, but it has the same motive of Morgan basically offering you a way out of a real or potential risk. So in Origins, she said, okay, normally a Grey Warden would have to die killing the Archdemon, but I offer you a different way. And in this case, she says, well, there's some risk associated with drinking from the well, but I'd be willing to take that risk from you. And the price in both cases is that you give Morrigan some sort of power and you don't really know what she's going to use it for. So there are some similarities here. And yeah, as you remember in Origins, Skadi Kusland took Morrigan's offer and she did the ritual. But there are some major differences as well. In case of, you know, Morrigan's ritual and the decision in Origins, first of all, the risk was much more concrete. You knew exactly what was going to happen on the one hand. You knew that one Grey Warden had to die. on the other hand, it was also more vague because you couldn't really say which Grey Warden would die. I mean, Jordan volunteered to do it, but you knew that maybe this wouldn't work and that it could have been, well, Skadi herself or Alistair, which I guess was of greater concern to her. If Skadi Kusand could have been sure that it was only her risk and that it was her who took the final blow against the Archdemon, it may have made things different. But I think she just didn't want to risk Alistair dying. But in this case, it would only be Freya's risk. There's nobody else that she would put in danger, presumably, if she used the well herself. So while the consequences of drinking from the well are a bit more vague than they were in Origins, it is really only her that is involved here, so that will influence her decision. And that's also why I think that she should drink from it. It's not really so much about the power. I think when she looks at the well, she doesn't really see the power first of all, but the risk and the burden that it carries. And I think that she honestly believes that it is her burden, that she has to do this and not pass it on to somebody else. Because, you know, she accepted her role as Inquisitor, and I honestly think that she wouldn't let somebody else do this. Because she thinks it's too risky for somebody else. So if somebody has to take this risk, then she should be the one doing it. Now, obviously, you could argue, specifically because she's the Inquisitor, she shouldn't take that sort of risks. But I mean, if that was the case, then basically the whole game would have been different. I mean, then she wouldn't be the one running around in the world all the time, but instead she would just be sending out soldiers, doing all the heavy lifting, and then she would only come into closer rifts because that's the one thing that she has to do. But obviously, she's also somebody who leads from the front and who's always going out and doing everything herself. So I think it fits her character much better if she would do it herself, that she would take this responsibility on her and not pass it to somebody else. Plus, there's another difference from the situation in Origins. I mean, Skadi Kusland and Morrigan have been pretty good friends, and Skadi Kusland trusted Morrigan. I mean, she knew that Morrigan was ambiguous and maybe a little bit shady at times. But I think she trusted her enough to know that Morrigan isn't, you know, just plain evil, and that she wouldn't use whatever power she could gain from that ritual to become the next, you know, muhaha, take over the world villain. But Freya obviously doesn't know Morrigan that well, and she doesn't really have a reason to trust her with that power. So yeah, on those both accounts, first the fact that Freya never has been somebody who would, you know, pass on responsibilities to somebody else, or who would shy away from a risky situation, and based on the fact that she doesn't know Morrigan that well, I think she would use it herself. I just hope this isn't a mistake and will cause horrible things to her. But I think that's the decision that she would do. I mean, there is the temptation to just let Morrigan do it and make sure that Freya stays safe and stuff like that. But I really feel I should let her drink from it because it would fit her character much better. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's take this risk on ourselves. I'll use the well myself.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me. So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
It's funny that Saul is disapproved. I was under the impression that he didn't really like Morrigan, so why would he want her to drink from it? Yeah, I'm sure it won't go to waste.
And who's to say it will go to waste? I do. Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Alright, alright. Let's do this. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous now.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him.
Yeah, is that a yes or a no?
I can't understand what you're... Look, will you help me or not?
Inquisitor! Inquisitor! How do you feel?
Oh, hi. Yeah, we kinda got here first, sorry.
The Illuvian! Through the mirror!
Well, that didn't work, but I got an achievement for that. Alright, so... Oh, I guess we're traveling back through the Illuvian to Skyhold now. That is very convenient. Okay, very nice.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not.
He won't hide. You hear it. The well speaks to you.
Well, I hear something at least.
I hear something.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Well, then help me understand.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do? Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean? The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
Oh.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help. The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
Are you certain of this?
Well, certain, probably not, but I guess there's no other way, right?
I don't think certain is the right word.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Alright, alright. Ooh, bring Samson to Skyhold for judgment operation available. Well, that is nice. Let me have a look at my quest journal first, though. Morgan wishes to talk. She has a plan to counter Corypheus and his dragon. Speak with Morgan in Skyhold's garden. Alright, okay, so we managed to finish another main story mission. So, I guess I will talk to Morgan soon. Of course, I also want to catch up with all my companions at least once after this. But maybe we can start this operation to bring in Samson so that we can actually judge him the next time I record something. So, let's have a look at this. Yeah, first of all, those are all just resources that I can grab. Research the Well of Sorrows brings Samson to Skyhold for judgment. Inquisitor, when Corypheus rushed from the temple for Mythal, he left his general for dead. My soldiers and I captured Samson with ease, given that he was still unconscious from your fight. While it will take the army some time to return from the wilds, we can expedite Samson's return in order to put him on trial. Hang on a second. How did you get here, by the way, Cullen? I mean, if your army is still there, and we just went to the mirror, how did my advisors get here so quickly? It's a mystery, I guess. If you've no objections, I would be present for his judgment, Commander Cullen. Well, I guess it can be arranged. Our Legion allies have offered to return Samson under the heaviest of God. They're eager to see him face justice. Samson has given us no end of trouble. I would keep him unconscious with sleeping draughts while we transport him here. Samson has earned an armed escort guarded in a wagon which our fast
We'll be
forces
spread
will
thin
protect.
until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Well, I somehow feel that Cullen will want to do this, so
Inquisitor.
I give that to him. And apparently I have something new here as well. The Well of Sorrows was constructed in unspeakably ancient times. There may be slivers of information left in elven legends or crumbling papers in far-flung libraries. Send people to research how ancient elves made this strange artifact. Wouldn't the oldest human records on magic be found in Tevinter? I can arrange for our scholars to visit Minuras's archives. You recognize the magic used in the well. The universities in Val Royeux could look into it for us. They're well funded. The Seekers have written treatises on forbidden magic for ages. Cassandra could point us to some of their findings. Those are actually all pretty good ideas. But I guess I'll go with Liliana's suggestion.
Inquisitor.
Ask our allies in Valrio. I'm not sure if there's anything else that is new. Apparently not. In that case, Josephine can just gather some leather for us.
Inquisitor.
Alright, so we'll let these operations work in the meantime. And yeah, I'm going to end the episode here because we reached another nice point in the game where we need to find out what we want to do next. Yeah, I do want to catch up with my companions, make a quick round, talk to everyone, and talk to Morrigan. And apparently we can judge Samson later as well, which should be interesting. So, yeah, stuff to do for the next episode. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.